Hey, everybody. It's the Vegas Badboyz of podcasting, and Happy New Year to everyone out there. Matt
Merry New Year.
Merry New
Mary?
Year. Uh, Sin City Steve's here, Larry, and Captain America, John, the honorary bad boy, all here. And we're going to have a quick little New Year's special here. The Father Time always leaving at the end of the year. So to start off, Sin City Steve, who is the wrestler like Father Time that is at the end of their run?
Well, it's not the wrestler, it's a couple of wrestlers. And quite frankly, gentlemen, it's the Hardys. I've said it on the show previously, but their time in the sun has come to an end. Yeah. They're not happy with how they're being used creatively in AEW. This is obviously after Jeff got yet another fucking DUI in 2023 when the duo were booked to win the AEW World Tag Titles. They were booked to win the championships. He gets a DUI. They don't get the titles, and now they're bitching about how they're being used. Thank you both for your contributions to the business on screen, but the clock is about to strike midnight for them on screen.
Okay, perfect. Let's go to you, Rob. Who is at that end of their time?
Yeah, we spoke about this last week. I am so tired of Jeff Jarrett. I don't know why he needs to be in any promotion right now. He doesn't look like he has ring rust, but there's nothing for him to do. There's nowhere for him to go. He's not going to have a banger of a match with Jon Moxley or Swerve Strickland. He's not going to be wrestling at the top of his game. We're not going to give him a belt against MJF. I'm fucking tired of Sanjay Dutt too and Satnam Singh. Those three guys need to go. Send them to Ring of Honor. Send them to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Send them to TNA to clean out the shitters after the match. I don't care. They're boring. And there's really nothing much more for them to do.
There we go. That's a perfect description.
Absolutely.
All right, Captain America. John, what do you got?
Okay. My first non-WWF live event I ever attended, January 23rd, 1991. Go ahead and do the math on that. In San Francisco. Great card featuring the Fabulous Freebirds against the Steiner brothers. Back when Scott Steiner could do a Frankensteiner. Arn Anderson and Barry Windham against Doom. And the main event, 25 minutes for the WCW heavyweight title. Sting against Ric Flair, that ended where Ric Flair with a schoolboy roll up with his feet on the ropes because he's the dirtiest player in the game. In a few weeks, that will be 33 years since I saw that event. Why are they both on my TV in 2023 going to 2024? Yes, we have Sting for sure going to retire at Revolution, we hope, if he doesn't sign somewhere else. But we have Ric Flair still signed to a long-term deal with AEW, also promoting his energy drink.
Woo!
Get off of my TV.
Didn't he have a heart attack almost, and they're going to give him an energy drink?
I mean, it's mushroom based, so vegetables. I don't know.
Well,
Right.
Organic heart attack. It's an organic.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could call it vegetables.
Well, Rick's whole life has been based on his mushrooms, so we'll take it from there.
And his helicopter.
And soon Rick will be a vegetable too. So
well,
Oh.
wow. All right, so we got Father Time, but Baby New Year comes along. So let's go to you, Rob. Who is the wrestler like Baby New Year that is ready to grow in this new year?
I said this last week, and when we were talking about AEW, and I Lexi King, so stripper name, but and we're in Vegas, so there's a lot of strippers named Lexi. Yep. Whatever, registered Lex offender. The guy's got a following. The guy could sit there, play Animal Crossing, and have a fucking following. We're in a really bizarre time right now where you could be playing Animal Crossing and be considered a lethal wrestler, but that's it. His dad had to wave a 9mm around. He's getting out of the shadow of his dad. He cut a great promo saying just that. His moves from AEW to WWE have improved. And also, everyone's sick of me saying it, but I think she's going to show up at Royal Rumble. Jade Cargill, I think, can have an explosive year if she's done properly. I'm not assuming that they will use her properly, but if she's done properly, she can have an explosive year. I see great things on the horizon for both of them.
That sounds pretty spot on. John, what do you got?
Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this fair between both big companies. So, for AEW, Julia Hart, she had a phenomenal year, breakout year, getting away from the whole Varsity Blonde thing, going with the House of Black, and improved in her in-ring work. So, I'm excited to see what will happen for her in 2024. And then also keeping it with AEW, Daniel Garcia. As you know, Sin City Steve mentioned, we see him going. Big Zero, this Continental Classic, which will lead to a character change.
Absolutely.
Great worker. So I'm excited to see what will happen for him. In WWE,
he's going to dance.
Yeah. On a pole. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I don't know. That's what Vince Russo books it. For WWE, Tiffany Stratton, I could see a Royal Rumble appearance for her. And then after WrestleMania, she makes her main roster debut and will be a star from there. And then also going with in my hopes for WWE to get back into solidarity with the tag team division. Yes, boy, give me more Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, I'm with you. Absolutely, 100%. Love those guys. All right, Steve, who you got?
Well, for me, 2024 had better all be about Swerve Strickland. He spent 2023 proving that he has the tools to carry the company. 2024, that needs to be brought to fruition. AEW is already sending him out on media appearances leading into the Daily's Place date. He was doing several network TV spots that are generally reserved for a world champion. So that definitely bodes well for him. And he did extremely well in those spots. Not to mention, his recording artist gig that he's doing on the side. He's got a lot of things going on. Oh yeah. And he's a phenomenal fucking wrestler. Regardless of the match style, whether it's, death match, whether it's a technical match, he can get in there and mix it up with just about anything on that spectrum. 2024, he has to hold a major title. And if he doesn't, there is something seriously, seriously wrong.
It would be a travesty of justice.
Absolutely.
It means we're stuck in the snow globe.
Yeah, well, it comes down to the fact that by the end of the year of 2024, he'll have the TBS title. So finally, the wrestler you most want to count
Where's the
down
sound
the
effect?
new
Shame.
The wrestler you most want to count down the new year with. Let's go to you, Rob. Who do you want to count down to the new year with?
LA Knight, the energy.
Yeah.
The energy from LA Knight, we haven't seen anything like that in a while. And I enjoy him more than I enjoy Randy Orton. LA Knight is like a retro Attitude Era thing, and I just want to enjoy wrestling. I don't want to have to get into the gritty backstories of all these people's horrible daily lives. I've got arthritis. I'm angry. No, just fuck that shit. Just come out there, say a few catchphrases, make me happy, make me smile. I wish there was commentators as good as what we had back in the 90s and early 2000s. That's why I want Pat McAfee back too. I want Pat McAfee and LA Knight with Ric Flair's energy drink. Just give me those three things. Make that happen some way. Because Pat McAfee makes wrestling fun and LA Knight makes wrestling fun.
Give me Alabama.
Yes.
Steve,
Pat McAfee comes on with a sequin suit and a fucking wife beater on underneath. He looks like an idiot. Love it. Happy. He stands on the table. He calls Michael Cole a fat slob. It's just like, hey, you put on pounds, Cole. Whoa! Like, do it.
Him and Corey Graves going back and forth.
I hate Corey Graves, but I like to hate him.
So the fun thing is that I was actually going to say Pat McAfee as well. So that was a great lead-in. Just because, quite honestly, it's not just about professional wrestling. It's about all of sports. Pat McAfee has had one hell of a 2023. If you look at the deal that he signed and his company signed with ESPN and Disney,
Cha-ching.
Dude became a multi-millionaire to the tune of 9 figures. It's insane. And all props to that guy. He had one hell of a year. And if anybody knows how to throw a party, like what we were just talking about, it's going to be McAfee. If you've ever watched his show, his weekly or weekday sports talk show, it's just a lot of fun. Get the entire gang together. I completely agree, and that's who I want to chill with. Yeah, absolutely.
Can we just set up a studio at the public library and bring booze and hookers and just do it like Pat McAfee style?
Why not? Why the fuck not? I'm down.
P.S. Please don't sue us.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
All right, well, John, that leads to you, man. Who do you want to spend the new year with?
I mean, sports-wise, Pat McAfee, I guess somebody I could shoot the shit with, not just about pro wrestling, but talking about football, baseball, what have you, MMA. But also, I'm a big music guy. So who are some guys I could kick back, listen to some heavy metal records with, and just have a fun time? Brock Lesnar, Damian Priest, a lot of Slayer being listened to there. Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I will happily take some Broken Skull IPA with that, and Bully Ray, because I love listening to him. I am. Get the tables.
You want to spend New Year's with Calfzilla?
That is my New Year's Eve heavy metal bash.
Mark Monaco for the win. Okay.
I just want to see you, John, hang out with Bully Ray to at the New Year. Just go, what up?
Fucking Budweiser had 20 years later.
That commercial is still funny to this day.
Absolutely.
Really quick, I would say for me, Father Time, the end of their run. Quite honestly, I just want to see Edge die, but that's just me.
Die?
Just,
Wow.
Well, I'm just
talk
saying.
About hyperbole. Shit.
I mean, the copyright died in WWE, but
I'm just saying, what happens?
He's having a problem coping with Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And just hit me right in the Adam's apple. Wrestler like Baby New Year, I definitely see Nikita Lyons flourishing this year. She's back and healthy, and I think that she's going to now move up the ladder and get her due. And count down the New Year with, boy, that's a tough one. But I think if there's anyone who would be a great person to have a New Year's Eve party with, it'd be Liv Morgan. So,
absolutely.
I noticed none of you said Lyra Valkyria. You were just like, yeah.
No,
because we can't pronounce her name.
It would be Gigi.
Well, Gigi, of course,
Oh, yeah, obviously.
And Rhea, and, let's just...
Mommy wants you to bend over.
Mommy's always on top.
Diverculotus.
Diverculotus.
Jeez.
I know where you were going with that, but no.
I feel like for Raw, we have to insert Trump impression there.
Right?
First of all, if everyone's going to have diverticulosis, it's going to be Donald Trump, and we're going to be bigger than Kenny Omega ever had. None of this little fucking shitty Winnipeg diverticulosis. My intestines are going to explode big time. Bigly exploded intestines.
That's
huge. It's going to be huge. And by the way, golden fighter jets. Not just jets, fighter jets, okay? And fighter jets that we would have got at a much better budget than what those fucks at Northrop Grumman were going to charge. These are going to be golden jets at the best possible, but we get the best deals. The very best golden jet deals that anyone's ever seen. Believe it.
All right, well, there you go. Happy New Year's, everyone. Until next time, happy wrestling.